Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and have ourselves a drink.
All right, and Michaela is singing. That means we are back in Lobby Bar for the week of May the 13th, 2024. Brian and Michaela here with you again. And Michaela, we're recording this a day early. You are getting ready to set to the sky. You're traveling out west again for work this week. So we're actually recording on Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to you, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there in Drink the Movie land. How are you doing? Are you doing anything exciting to celebrate the day of moms?
I am. Thank you, first of all, and happy Mother's Day to all the people who have mothered anything. I usually send my dad a text on Mother's Day because he did it all for a very long time. So, happy Mother's Day to any sort of parent that did the mothering. What am I doing? It's a dichotomy. I feel like mothers have a curse. And let me explain. So, as a mom, you love your kids. You love them so much. Like there is nothing like it. We talk about it. We write songs about it. You, as a boy, right, as a
Mm,
person who
mm,
identifies as a
mhm.
man, don't really understand it. You never could because you're not a mom, right? But it is a curse because on one hand, you want them to be near you and with you all the time, and you also want some space to do normal things like take a shower, go to the bathroom, try on a dress, have a cocktail. So it's this weird dichotomy. And I think I have figured out the solution to this. Moms, listen up. Here's what you need to do you need to create a space on Mother's Day where your children can be near you if they want to be. And also far away if you want them to be. And so, what my lovely husband has decided to do is invite some friends over that are also moms with kids, and we're going to create a play space for them in the backyard. I'm going to sit on my porch and drink a lot of drinks, and it'll be the best of both worlds. I'll get to feel like a like a mom and also like a not mom.
Well, there you go. That's the best of
That's
both
the,
worlds
that's the
there for
dream.
sure. That sounds great. So, yes, so happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. And speaking of best of both worlds, Michaela, I have a perfect cocktail here. It's going to be great for Mother's Day. It's going to be great for any day, for brunch, for lunch, for dinner, anything. This cocktail was created by Salvatore Calabrese from London there, and it is called the Breakfast Martini. Now, I got the recipe for this off of liquor.com, and I said, this sounds perfect for Mother's Day or any day. We love a martini, and maybe brunch is the perfect place for martini going forward. So listen to this, Michaela. Into a shaker tin, we're going to put 1.5 ounces of gin, a half ounce of orange liqueur, 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, and 1 bar spoon of orange marmalade. Go ahead and shake that vigorously with some ice, strain it into a coupe glass, sip, and enjoy. You can garnish it with a lemon wheel. You could probably garnish it with like a piece of orange zest there. Anything you want. But this is going to be orangey and jammy and ginny and delicious. I think it's going to be perfect uh, for
Yeah,
all times a day,
yeah.
really.
I mean, this is amazing. Now, I have a couple of questions because I've never heard of combier or cumbia. How is
Hmm.
that different than like a orange liqueur that you would put in margarita? I mean, are they the same? Are they similar, or is this inherently different for some reason? Because this is sounds really neat.
Yeah, so the recipe here, it's calling for a Combière, which is an orange liqueur. It's French. It's going to be similar, I guess, in construction, probably to just any other sort of higher end triple sec. So, like your Grand Marnier,
Okay.
your Cointreau, going to be the same thing there. I assume that the Combière is probably what they use at the bar that Salvatore Calabrese was using there. It's probably why it's calling for that one specifically. But yeah, any kind of triple
Okay.
sec you want to use. You probably don't have Combière on hand, Michaela. I know I don't,
I,
but I
I
definitely have some Grand Marnier, and that's what I'm putting in mine.
Ah, nice. Okay, yeah, I've never heard of that, which is why I was like, oh, I didn't know if it was maybe sweeter. So I will let you know because I'm gonna have some of this. It's early on Mother's Day already, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so I'm starting off with my breakfast martini. I will let you know how it is. I'm super excited, but yeah, I will be using Grand Marnier because I think that's what I have, or a nice Cointreau. Um, the orange and the gin, that's kind of new, which sounds weird because I guess gin and juice is like a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of new for me because usually with gin, we do something on the citrusy side. It's more like a lemon. We do some limes with like some like rosemary or sage, right? But
Mhm.
orange and gin. I'm excited. I'm excited to try this.
Well, there you go. Give that a try. Absolutely. Speaking of excited, Michaela, we've got a couple of new releases here we can look forward to or not. The first one is going to be a biopic for Amy Winehouse called Back to Black. That is coming out this week. That is an album that we covered on our Drink the Music stint that back this past late summer, early fall. So you can go listen to that in preparation for the film. We also have If coming out, written and directed by John Krasinski. Yeah, The Office John Krasinski there, starring Ryan Reynolds and John himself there, and that about imaginary friends. So Back to Black. If you looking forward to either of these, Michaela?
I am looking forward to these. Listen, I have you to thank really for my love of Amy Winehouse, going through and really doing a deep dive on the Back to Black album and all the things Amy Winehouse really garnered more appreciation for her than I'd ever had before. So I'm actually really excited to learn more about her life and how she became kind of this great artist. And I'm super excited. I've heard amazing things about the acting in it, and the
Hmm.
way that they kind of craft the story. So it's not just this, fallen star, trope that gets overdone and overplayed a lot. So I'm super excited about that. And then I mean, Ryan Reynolds, who doesn't want to see him? He just seems to be like the coolest guy. And I think it's Steve Carell is playing the big purple guy that you
Yeah.
see. He's just the funniest person. I mean, he does everything, and I love it. So I don't know why I don't see more of his stuff. Or I maybe he's just really choosy because he could be doing stuff every single week, and the world would eat it up. It's so good. So I'm super excited. I know that one's going to make me cry a lot, though.
Hmm.
I have a
Sure.
feeling. Did you ever have an imaginary friend?
I did not have an imaginary friend, and maybe I should have, because apparently they're voiced by amazing people. You mentioned Steve Carell. We've also got Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Louis Gossett Jr., Emily Blunt, Matt Damon, Maya Rudolph, Jon Stewart, Sam Rockwell, Christopher Maloney. Come on now. Everyone is going to be doing a voice here for one of these imaginary friends. That sounds pretty good. Back to Black, I'm kind of interested in. Also, could maybe be a disaster. I'm not 100% sure. It's directed by Sam Taylor Johnson. You might know that name from the directing 50 Shades of Grey. So I don't know. I don't know what that means for Back to Black. Like I said, could be good, could be bad. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see we will because we're recording this early. We don't know how Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes did this week. I'm assuming it did pretty well. People seem to be really high on it from what I've seen. So definitely looking forward to that. And we're going to be talking about it here in a couple of weeks. But this week we've got a Patreon vote for our episode coming out. We talked about the Phantom Menace last week, and Patreons are voting on what we've got coming out this week. And of course, we've got the Ewok Adventure over on our Patreon. Michaela, you had something to say about Back to Black there, I think.
I was just gonna say, look, let's not rake a director over the coals because they were given really bad material. I
Hmm.
will say, right? I mean, we have seen some really well created films that were not overall amazing from amazing directors. So that's all I want to say because 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, come on. Yeah. I mean, you might not yeah. I'm
I
not
don't
ready.
know.
I'm not ready to chuck it into the garbage yet. I'm just not. We'll see. We'll see. I mean,
I said could be
here's the
good,
deal.
could be bad.
It could be really good. It could be. I feel like I don't know. I hope it doesn't go the way of Priscilla because I feel like that was also like slated to be this really amazing film and then it kind of fell flat in a lot of ways. Um, but I'm going back to the acting. I think the acting's going to be superb. So,
Okay, there you go. You'll have to go out and see it and let us all know what you think about that. So let us know at home what you're doing to celebrate this weekend. Let us know if you make it out to see Back to Black or if. Let us know if you saw Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes and let us know why we should be excited about going out to see it. And let us know if you make yourself a breakfast martini. So with that, Michaela, I think we better head out, let everyone celebrate their Mother's Day however they seem fit, and we'll talk to everyone next week in the lobby bar.